They're just gonna fall.
FCC /
I'm scared that's gonna fall.
It's gonna fall? I think it's gonna be okay.
That's how I stay.
Can you take that off?
Amen. Yeah.
Take this.
Starting.
All right, did this start? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just assuming everyone here is a real person, right?
Need help. No idea. Oh, so which internet are we on, Josh?
I'm on JLIC office.
Okay. Hi.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Here we go. Okay.
Can't have everyone hold them yet.
Wow. Welcome, everyone. Thank you.
Ilana's a good friend. He is also the.
Hi, buddy.
Hello.
Sorry, Josh Well.
You're welcome.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Ah,
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
good morning.
Hi, Alvin.
Where's Alvin?
Okay, Tov, Mazel tov. Hi. So excited.
Mazel tov, Josh and Alvin.
Thank you.
Hi,
Thank you.
Josh. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, Mazel tov. Hi.
Mazel tov, Marco and Josh and Alvin and Esther. Mazel tov to the Boogie and Zadie. Rabban Savta.
Oh, look, it's so
Mazel
sweet.
tov.
Mazel tov, Marco.
Good to see everyone. Hi, Maddie. Amber,
Marco, Josh, Esther, and Alvin.
I'm in.
Margot.
Hello.
Mazel tov, Margot, Josh, Alvin, Esther, Linda, and Jeff.
Esther,
From Riverdale.
how are you?
Mazel tov.
Oh, there's Lois and Rich.
Oh, it's the chat.
Yeah, I know. It's wonderful. Tempted to say everyone.
Yeah. What do you want
Oh, we let people in.
to?
Meet them all.
Let's send the packet.
Whoa, hi, everyone.
Firing a message. Okay.
Great, we're going to be starting very soon.
Yeah.
Hi, Renee, Sariva. Ken, how you doing? Loretta. You hear me?
Josh, hold on. Josh, where do people go on?
That's the background or what?
A regular one would be okay.
Yeah.
I could change it.
Okay. Mazel, Margot, and Josh.
Thank you. Wait, just can you I get the leading box? But if then during it, you won't be able to
Okay, good to know.
people in.
And Mazel tov to Alvin and Esther.
Where's the Zoom?
What?
Where is the actual?
The only one we didn't get to see was Esther.
You want to show the slide?
A
little bit old to get it.
בעתיד אולי יהיה חיסון לקורונה.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foundation focused on combating anti-Semitism in America is one.
Okay.
Michelle Meir.
Weisler.
Anybody hear me?
You don't want to be in a picture.
That Izzy? That's Izzy.
Yeah, hi Sam.
How's it going,
Hi,
Izzy?
Izzy.
Hi Loretta.
Hi.
Hi, Hannah and Sri.
Hi. Here, go ahead.
Hi, everybody. Good to see
Hello.
everyone.
Josh.
Hi,
Hi Hannah.
I don't know who just said hi.
You want to go that way?
It was Izzy.
Hi, Izzy. Want to come in? Come here. Go this way.
Izzy, let's make a pizza party.
Izzy,
I see Hannah's back home.
Izzy, send me a bagel.
Yeah. Who's that?
I don't know. Sam.
Yeah.
Dan Kozlowski. Hello, Sam.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh,
Visitor.
who else is here?
Hi there.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Sariva.
Hi. Love seeing you.
Hi, Sareva.
Hi, Mazel Tov, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, Rita. Hi, Andrea.
What's up, everyone?
Claire and Doe, Andrea.
And Marty.
Hi. Hi, Risa. Hi, Nina.
Good things.
אבל אנחנו יכולים
Sam, where's your mask?
It's invisible.
Okay.
Just like mine.
You can come over.
I gotta make room for the bagel. I told you.
Yeah. You don't have one of those masks with a slit for the mouth that goes up
Okay,
and
No, it's a
down?
great.
nipper, a little
You're
girl.
advertising that.
Come on, I'll pick it up, okay? Let's come to my house, okay? Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Take it.
Yeah.
So can we see the...
Oh, what they see?
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Okay.
Yeah, we just see
In ourselves.
Can't.
Yeah. No, because then we could see. Yeah. Then we could see what they see.
בוא תכוון אותי, איפה אתה בעבודה?
Hi, Neil and Barbara.
Those move on.
Hi there.
Reinstein.
Mazel tov.
And hi, everyone in Israel.
Hi.
Hi, Renee.
Hi, everyone in Florida.
Hi, Barbara and Neil. Oh, hi.
I do.
Or maybe somebody else should.
Yeah.
עכשיו הפריימוורק.
Okay. Put that in.
How's this? Come in.
Call me when the drift starts, okay?
Just click the mute. Okay. That did it, yeah. In the lower left-hand corner.
שלא יראו את זה בדיוק את האנשים.
Is Alvin.
Hi, Barbara. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Renee. Hi, how are you?
From down the street. I eat like old
friends. Mazel tov.
Renee and Marty.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
Hi, Lois.
How are you? Who's talking? I don't know. Can't hear you too well. It's nice to see everybody.
Same. Hi, Hannah.
Hi. Who said hi? Claire and Doug.
Claire, and Doug.
Nobody can hear anything.
Mazel tov to everybody. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Okay. Hi, Renee.
Hi. Who said hi? Oh, Hannah. Hi.
Hey, Esther, are you there? I don't know who said hi.
We're gonna be
Hey, Margo.
Hi, Margo.
Hi, Margo.
Esther. Yay.
Hi,
Mazel tov.
Hi, Esther. You look good.
here. Hey, everyone. Oh my God,
Mazel
Didn't
tov.
recognize you.
Here, the Eakins, the Shagaya.
Linda.
Oh my God. Hi,
Linda.
Hi, Esther and Margo. Mazel tov from the Arrowhead.
Oh my God.
Margo, you look wonderful.
Margo, mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Wow, hello, everybody.
Esther.
Oh, hi, where are you?
Mazel tov, Esther.
Esther.
All good, right?
Margo, who is that twin of yours next to you? Who is that woman who looks like your twin?
Esther.
It's Morty, hi.
Morty.
Who's that?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Mazel tov to you. Morty again.
That's great.
Nice to see everybody. Yeah.
It's so good to see everyone.
It's great.
We always wonder at these affairs on Zoom, is it good? We're happy to be here, but is it better that we're going to see everybody from the outer high?
Oh, Moshe.
Where?
Zana.
Marsha
Right.
Hey,
Marsha.
Marsha.
I had myself silent.
Marsha.
Hi, Marsha.
Oh, I like the Bris.
Sure.
Yeah, Barbara.
Hi, Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Conan's for you.
Marsha, how are
You
you?
look so young.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, that's Marsha
Marsha.
Esther. Where are we?
Margo, Josh, the whole family. It's Tammy. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there room for the bagels?
Yeah. Hi, Danny. A whole week one for me.
Morty. Oh, so good to
Whole
see you,
week.
Morty.
How are you guys doing? Good. We're trying, we'd like to get to Israel for Hanukkah, but who
Maybe.
knows?
Bezrat Hashem.
Bezrat Hashem. You
Bezrat
never
Hashem,
know.
right,
You never know.
right.
Enrolling in the
rooting for
Seahawks,
you.
you'll be able to get
If you make Aliyah, they'll let you come in.
We're rooting for everyone. See everybody here, Bezrat Hashem, soon. For good.
Good plan, Hannah.
We're rooting for everyone. We'll just lift the whole Beth Aaron and bring it here. Beth Aaron is really top. Really is.
Yep.
You
Wow,
get to see each other a lot? You have Beth Aaron reunions a lot?
We don't have reunions, but we have a WhatsApp group.
Ah, okay. Where do you live?
No, so,
Remind us
What?
where you live. Which
we're
area
in
you
a
live in?
Logefoot.
Okay. Oh, that's
That's very nice.
We're gonna start
amazing.
very shortly.
It's amazing.
It's like the meat. The meat.
Mic sound working?
Deanna?
If people are on, can you just mute yourself? Just because I want people to be able to hear what's going on here. I love the banter back and forth. I love it. We're gonna do the Bris part now, right? Can we mute everyone?
You're very nice.
I don't know how to mute everyone. What? Okay, it's recording. Let's see. Muting. Mute all.
All right.
Okay. Can people hear us? Thumbs up if you can hear us. Fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. We really, really appreciate it. Wherever you are, thank you for zooming in and joining us. We're going to be starting, I think, now.
Turn on your Holy. What? Yeah.
You should come next to her for a second. Okay. I believe you're happy. Beautiful. Good, make the movie.
ברוך הבא בשם אדוני, אשריך ותקרב ישכון חצריך, נשבע בטוב ביתך קדוש, היכלך.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Adonai Melech, Adonai Melech, Adonai Melech,
Adonai Melech, Adonai זה הכיסא של אליהו הנביא זכור לטוב שיתגלה בקרוב יבשר הגאולה לישועתך כי ביתי אדוני דיברתי לישועתך אדוני ומצוותיך עשיתי אליהו מלאך הברית הנה שלך לפניך עמוד אל ימיני ושמחני סיפרתי לישועתך אדוני ששמח על אמרתך כמוצא שלל רב שלום רב לא אוהב תורתך ונמו מכשול אשרי תמך ותקרב ישכון חצריך נשבע בטוב ביתך קדוש היכלך.
I can't hear anything. Ellie. Ellie's Ellie for everything. Why is it all funny?
ברית קודש, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על המילה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להכניסו לביתו של אברהם אבינו. אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו בזמן הזה. אמן. כשם שנכנס ברית. Amala one of the towels.
He looks good. Don't worry. He's okay. He's smiling.
אשר קידש איתי בבטן וחוק בשירוסם מצצף חתם להיות ברית קודש על כן מספר זאת אל חי על כן נצרנו צווה להציל ידידות שרינו משחר למען בריתו אשר שם בבשרנו ברוך אתה אדוני כורת הברית אמן. Eloheinu ve'le'avoteinu. Kayem et hayeled hazeh laviv u'imo. Vikarei shemo Yisrael. Rafael, Meir, Ben Harab Yoshua, Umargalit Miriam. Yismacha b'yotzecha latzav v'tagel imo b'fri litna. Kakatuv yismacha v'icha v'imecha v'tagel yoladetecha. V'ne'emar v'avor alai varech mitvoseset b'damayim. V'ne'emar zachar le'olam brito davar tziva le'elef dor. Asher karat Abraham ushvato v'Yitzchak. Vayamid el Yaakov l'chok v'Yisrael brit olam. V'ne'emar vayomol Abraham et Yitzchak beno ben shmonat yamim. Kasher tziva oto Elohim. Hodu l'Adonai tov ki le'olam chazo. Hodu l'Adonai tov ki le'olam chazo. Rafael, Meir, Ben Harab Yoshua, Umargalit Miriam, Zeh HaKatan Gadol Yeh. Shem Shnefnas Tabrit, Ekeles Ravalua, Masim Golim,
ונאמר אמן. ויהי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, הוא יברך וירפא את הרח הנימול. רפאל מאיר בן הרב יהושע, ומרגלית מרים, בעבור שנכנס לברית, וכשם שנכנס לברית, כן ייכנס לתורה לחופה ולמעשים טובים, וכן יהי רצון ונאמר אמן. עלינו לשבח, הכל אתם גדולת. מלך מלכי המלכים, ראש מבצעי של
Hey, there you go. Sorry to bother you. I know it's not as easy for you and these people. But definitely expect the folder again.
Good morning, how are you? Hi.
כן, יש לנו בניין, נכון? יש. יש.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבו, ויעמוד יברוך ירוסי וימלך מלכי בחיי יקום וימכון בחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלו בזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. שמי רבו תבורך ועמודי ימיו, יסברך וישתבח ויסבר בשלומם ויסנשי, ויסעזר ויסעלה ויסעלה שמי קדושו ברכו. Hey, long mean Kobe Kosav, Chirosa, Tikosav, Nakamasa, Damiran Miama, Vimru, Amen. Yeh, Shlom, Rabba, Minchamayo, Bachayim, Olain Baka Israel, Vimru, Amen. Osei Shalom, Bimamavu, Yasei Shalom, Olain Baka Israel, Vimru, Amen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hagomer chayadin tovot, malani kol tov.
Okay, what's gonna happen now? People are welcome to watch and take bagels. For the people on Zoom, we're gonna start the speech in about 5 minutes, okay? People are gonna watch, take bagels, and we'll start the speech so that you don't have to go anywhere.
And
Okay? Just
yeah.
watch, sit down, and then we'll start.
You should also go get a bagel now.
Yeah, everyone's welcome to bring a bagel.
Whatever you need.
What if you don't wash on bagels?
Should I do the screen turn?
So all of us on Zoom don't get any bagels?
We'll save you one. If you put in there.
What if you don't wash on bagels?
Tell us what kind you want. They're all pre-made, so no one has to touch anything.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Thank you, thank you.
That's Miriam and Sophia that you see.
Hello.
Baby.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, get me that whole wheat bagel, please. Oh.
Sam and Hannah, the babies. Oh my God, they're adorable.
Bye-bye.
Where's Sam?
Precious.
Sam's
Oh, look at these faces. They're so cute.
Okay.
They turned it off.
Speech starting in a few minutes. Okay.
That's it.
Oh, a speech.
All right, who's turning it off? Who's closing it? You want to close it?
Okay, now let's see if we can
Great
find.
job.
Oh, there's Sam.
Let's go make pee-pee. Come on.
No, no, Dreyfus. Yeah, that's Sam. You want to say hi to Sam?
Where?
Hi,
What's Sam?
Sam. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, go back up.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, here we are.
Beautiful.
There's Sam.
Sam. Sam.
Hi.
Okay, mazel tov.
Thank you. Is it?
They have twins.
This is Miriam.
Why do we eat this?
That's mango. I can.
Mama, let's go make pee-pee so we can go to Mama.
We can take apples, okay? Yeah, you'll like the apples. Go make pee-pee because you don't want to make in the car.
Yeah, come on.
That's why I say Westlers.
No, but yes, Sam. Hi, Sam.
There are no plans for
Sam and Hannah.
Plants.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Hannah. It's Sherry from Riverdale.
Participating screen share.
But you could just put a plastic up if you want underneath.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. What did he do? He locked us.
Mazel tov, mazel tov. Have a lot of nachas.
Oh, Yaakov and
Mazel tov.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
They're gonna explain the baby service.
Yeah.
Hi, Yaakov. Okay, I'll put my sandals on.
Bye, Shirley.
I'm doing a speech.
I'm still waiting for my bagel.
Oh, wait a minute. Shy Friedman, you can bring me a bagel when you come back. Shy, this is Izzy. Why don't you bring me back a bagel?
Izzy. I'm gonna put on my sandals and then you go home now, yeah.
Was that him?
He's laughing. Oh, Shalachman, who loves that song? Meir, Moshe Nachman, Meir, Moshe Nachman, Meir, Moshe Nachman, Shmuti Hamudi. Gonna do that one. Yeah, that's a good one. Open the light. Which one? We should mute ourselves. Where are we?
I don't want to take this one. I like this one.
Right here. Move it like slightly outside, or someone will lose the connection.
What's going on here? You can't see anything.
מה?
איפה ידברו?
אני חושב שפה.
כן, אבל תשמע לי שיראה את הקהל.
בסדר. תודה. Yeah, right like this?
Yeah.
Two people outside, yes.
Anyway, when he speaks.
Mazel tov, Mom and Dad, for Sharon and Dave, Jill and Amanda.
Every inch we move it further. I don't think so.
Why is most of this group?
That's the most important. Thank you. That playing was like really perfect.
Yeah. What? I'm gonna start with Rafael, but whatever people can see.
That might inevitably happen.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for your patience.
Mommy, look, I opened it.
Good job, Yos. And you can eat it.
My mouth.
Good job.
Hi, Margot.
Hi.
Hi, Margot. 50 Zach time. Mazel tov.
Margot. Margot.
Wait, she's just getting the baby.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Mazel tov, Marco. Mazel tov, Josh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mazel tov,
Beautiful
Alvin.
name.
Mazel tov, Esther.
Thank you.
And
Okay,
mazel
we're gonna.
tov, Josh and Margot.
Mazel
start.
tov, Margot, Josh, from
Thank
Diana.
you. Thank you, everyone. Wait, I'm gonna.
And Linda and Jeff, too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm putting everyone. We're gonna start the speech. So I'm putting everyone on mute except us.
And the baby.
Is there a way to put the baby on mute? Just kidding.
Right. No, the mohel is
You got him?
Yeah, he knows. Thank you. The
right.
mole's got him. Good.
Ready? Somewhere in the middle. Okay, tomorrow meeting.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Are we ready? We good? Okay, amazing. I love this. Just so everyone on Zoom sees, we are very spread out over here. Okay, great. Okay, first of all, we really want to thank everyone for coming. I know it's never simple making it out to anything, to any sort of simcha, bris, anything. So really thank you for coming. For those of you who are sharing with us on Zoom, we really appreciate it. We see your faces, we see you're here. It's really nice. Especially, I want to thank my parents, mom and dad who are here. I want to thank my grandparents, Grandma Happy, Grandpa Jerry, Grandma Helen, Grandpa Avram. I want to thank all of our siblings who are watching with us here on Zoom. Simeon, Adira, Noah, Maddie, Ephraim, Sammy, Sam, Hannah, all the various kids. Aunts, uncles, cousins, really everyone, we really appreciate it. Really thank you. We feel the love through the screen and over the ocean. So thank you for joining us. Vayitzak Moshe el Hashem lemor, El na rifana la. Moshe cried out to God when his sister was sick, and he says, God, please heal her. The world is in need of healing. Actually, the world is always in need of healing. But the past few months, specifically around the world, we felt this has been emphasized even more. Okay. But first, the story. Margot has this theory in life that she feels like sometimes God is playing a joke on her, that he does things specifically for her just to see if she'll notice. We have lots of examples, but the one in this case was that it was pretty clear to us during this time that probably nobody was even going to be able to be with her in the hospital when she gave birth. That was what was going on. But obviously nobody's going to be able to visit from across the world for her for when she gives birth. That's definitely not going to happen. And yet, randomly, 3 weeks ago, Israel comes out with this rule that we're going to open the skies to tourists. No, not all tourists. Just one exception. Only if you can prove that your daughter is about to give birth, we're going to make an exception that you can come to Israel. But wait, when's it going to start? Well, let's make it exactly 3 weeks before Margot's due date, right? That's a good idea, because then if Margot gives birth a week early, which she did, and they have to be in quarantine for 2 weeks, then they can make it out for the bris, right? Okay, great. So it happens to be, that's what happened. So it happens to be that Margot's parents already had booked a ticket for August 2nd. Now, when did this new law start? August 1st. That worked out well. It also happens to be that they booked it on United, which was the only airline that was still flying to New York at the time. So they just waltzed onto the plane like nothing had ever happened and came to visit us. And it's been very helpful having them here to help out with the kids. So we very much appreciate it. Now, why am I telling that story? So the fact that this guy, Rafael Meir, was born during the times of the world going through coronavirus has very much been a part of his birth story.
We're in a time when the world is looking for solutions. We need vaccines and treatments and scientific and technological advancements, and we look to our qualified and knowledgeable and creative doctors and nurses and midwives and everyone in the medical field. We need a strong government, we need a compassionate one, we need good leadership that's thinking creatively and thoughtfully and critically. And also, we need God's help. I think that we can't forget that at the end of the day, Rafael. His name is actually a statement, because I think it's just so easy with all the noise going on in the world right now and in our own personal lives always. It's just easy to forget Rafael. It's what we daven for every day in the Shemona Esrei, 3 times a day. Rafa'inu Hashem v'nei Rafei. It's for every sick person that we say Amisha Berach for Refuat HaNefesh and Refuat HaGuf. It's a statement that we recognize that we put in all our efforts, and also we need God's help. And health is amazing, and we're very fortunate to have it. Honestly, I know this is going to sound like almost like, I don't know, it is naive. I don't know, like childbirth is amazing. And I'm still just in so much shock. Like I can't, like he was in me growing, and now like he came out and all of a sudden he can breathe and think and see. I don't know what he thinks about yet, but, and taste and touch and smell and feel. And it's like, it's really, it's a miracle. And that health is something that we don't take for granted. And yeah, Rafael.
So along those lines, just another example. So just this past week, I completed an EMT training course through Magen David Adom, which is Israel's ambulance services. I've always had a dream of becoming some sort of a medical professional. And over the course of coronavirus, during this extra flexibility of timing with Margo support, I was able to fulfill that idea I always had. And I was able to become an EMT. So this, it also wasn't so simple, meaning Margo was 9 months pregnant and I was doing training on ambulances. So you have to imagine every morning I told Margo, okay, so today, if you go into labor, I want you to call 101, which is like 911, and I want you to ask them to send ambulance number 1162, and I will show up at your door and everything will be okay. When I put Yoshi to bed now, so I pull out the Berenstain Bears. Okay, so so I pulled out the Berenstain Bears and Yoshi's like, no, can we read that book with all the pictures of all the people getting hurt? I'm like, no, Yoshi, that's not a book that we read together. But the good part of it is that when we spill something on the floor now, so it's the EMT guidebook. But the good part, when we spill something on the floor now, so Yoshi right away says, oh, we have to clean it up right away because if not, somebody can slip and they can crack their head open and then they have to call an EMT and put them on an ambulance, otherwise they're gonna die. And we're like, yes, exactly, thank you. And he cleans it up. So that's very helpful. But really spending the past many weeks doing this was just, again, a reminder of what Margot was saying, the fact that these kinds of things that we need health, we need refuah, the amount of things that can go wrong, the amount of things that do go wrong, the amount of things that happen all the time around us. It really just gave, again, another insight into how much we really need God there for us to help being that Rafael helping us. Okay, that's all just about physical health. But during this pandemic, there's been a breakthrough in our communities also, we feel, about the importance of people's emotional and mental health. And it really started, I thought, with this idea that Rav Schechter came out about people who are, if you have a friend who's depressed, that we encourage people to be able to call someone if you need to speak to someone, even on Shabbat. If you have a friend, leave your phone on if they can speak to you. We thought that was a very meaningful sort of new eye-opening experience for our community to have that kind of sensitivity towards emotional and mental health issues. It then continued. There were discussions about, again, Rav Schechter had a tshuva about people listening to music during Spira. If you're home alone and depressed and isolation and you need to listen to music to boost your spirits, that was a discussion that our community had. Even discussions about having someone on your Seder over Zoom, but these were discussions that our community was seriously talking about, and we felt like this was a new experience that we were having that our eyes were opened up to about emotional and mental health.
So, Refuat HaNefesh, it's something that I have never appreciated so much through this pregnancy, which had its own emotional, hormonal difficulties. And, just thinking about how the country or the world went into lockdown. And, I don't have to tell you, but the elderly and the grandparents and the Holocaust survivors and everyone who has all of a sudden found themselves alone throughout this time, our students who are Olim Chadashim and live in these single occupancy dorms and were literally alone for weeks on end, for Shabbos, for Chagim, and the depression was real and the loneliness was real. And yeah, I think that it was a time when we really recognized how important Refuat HaNefesh it is and how much it was needed. And the Rabbanim, like Josh said, and our leadership, they really came together and they recognized the need for these teshuvot surrounding mental health more than ever. And it helped so many people, and as a community, I'm proud, and it was amazing to see how much we understood the importance of an emotional refuah. So one more point on Rafael before we move on to Meir. The famous story where the Torah tells us that Abraham, he does his own Brit Milah, and he was the first ever person to enter in this sort of covenant with God. And Chazal tell us that it was Rafael. It was Rafael. He was the angel who God sent in order to help heal him. And yeah, we're also told in the Midrash that this same angel Rafael was given another mission, also to help save Lot, Abraham's nephew, who was in stone. And that was a problem because that of course Chazal picks up on, because an angel is only meant to have one divine mission. They're not meant to multitask. And how is it possible that Rafael had both of these missions? And the answer the Midrash tells us that's quoted by so many is yes, it was one mission. Refuah and Hatzalah, they're one and the same. And there's a lot of ways to read into that, but I think that that means this. One way to read it is that specifically from Avram's perspective, these two missions really were the same. He needed this physical refuah from the surgery that he just had, but also knowing that his nephew, that his life was on the line. That was the refuah hanefesh he needed to know that his family was safe. The physical healing of the Bris and the emotional healing of knowing that his family was safe for him was one and the same. And the translation malach, we translate it. We've been translating it as angel, but malach, it also means a messenger, sent by God at the right place at the right time. And in that way, we're all angels, and we're all these messengers in our lives, meant to be, hopefully at the right place at the right time for different people. And we hope that our Rafael Meir is able to be a messenger in the world too.
Onto your middle name, Meir. This is going to be shorter.
Much shorter.
I want to tell a story. It's a wild story that we're still in the middle of, and again, it's about my mother-in-law. So 3 years ago, Margot's mother discovers this thing on the internet. It's called the Facebook. Now she wants to get it. Why? Because she's heard that on the Facebook there's this group that you can go into, which is called Children of Jewish Tarnov. Now Tarnov is the city in Poland where Margot's mother grew up. And she hears that she wants to, maybe if I join this group, I can hear about, maybe connect with some of the long lost friends, something. So she gets Facebook, she goes into this group, and one of the first things she sees on the group is somebody posts in the group, "We are looking for relatives of someone named Solomon Blonde who lived in Tarnov. Does anyone know who this person is? Does anyone know of any relative of this person from Tarnov?" Sure enough, that's my mother-in-law's uncle, and she knew him. She had visited him. After the Holocaust, who's the only other person who survived the Holocaust from the whole family, from the whole extended family, and he had made Aliyah to Israel afterwards. And yeah, she knew him. She had spent some Shabbos by him in Cholon. So she gets in touch with this person, and the person says that they are trying to find out who he owned a house in Tarnov, along with the whole family. They owned it together, and the government doesn't know whose house this should go to now, because this person, Solomon Blonde, isn't alive anymore. So who's the next of kin? Is there anyone anywhere in the world who's close to this person who should really be the rightful owner of this house now? So they're looking for someone. So it became a whole story. It became a whole emotional story, trying to track down and prove that we are actually the closest kin in the world, along with Ephraim, who's also here now. There are just a few examples of where the story ended up leading. So my mother-in-law had promised herself that she would never, ever, ever return to Poland. But in order to reclaim this house, she had to go back to Poland. Not only that, it seemed like she would have to even get Polish citizenship, perhaps, in order for this to happen, which was just something she never would have considered, and she didn't have to. They needed all sorts of documents to prove that they were related, and everyone, the entire family was killed. Everyone was killed except for Solomon, her mother. Do you think we have documents? Do you think we have birth certificates? Do you think we have rights showing that we owned the land? We don't have anything. So that was a whole other complexity in the story. But finally, the story came to a climax last year when she did go to Poland, along with Margot's uncle Paul, and they decided to go appear in court to prove that she along with Ephraim, is the closest heir. Before going to court, she visits the home. She had always heard about this home that her mother grew up in, along with the whole family and the grandparents. It was like a multi-generational home. She remembers she had heard a story about her grandmother being thrown down the stairs. And the first thing she walked in, she saw the stairs. There are a series of concrete, very hard stairs, and she almost fell apart. You just seeing the house is an extremely emotional experience. They stopped off there, and then they went to court. At the court, so it was a very practical thing. The judge is trying to figure out where are all the other relatives. And so they go through relative by relative, and they say, "Where is the son?" And she says, "They were murdered in the Holocaust." And they say, "We don't say that here. We say they were killed in the war." Okay. "Where's the brother?" "They were killed in the war." "Where's the cousin?" "They were killed in the war." "Where's this person?" "They were killed in the war." Every single person they're trying to go through and say, well, what about them? What about them? What about them? Every person in the family was killed, was murdered in the Holocaust, in the war. Finally, the judge asks her, what were Solomon Blonde's children's names? And she said, my mother-in-law says, I don't know. And the judge looks at her and says, excuse me, you are claiming to be the closest heir to this person in the world, and you don't even know his children's names? And she says she wanted to scream at them, I never met them. They were murdered when they were children. Excuse me for not remembering their names. So the names of these children, his nephew, there was a whole series of children now whose names we were trying to figure out. The nephew was Meir. Solomon Blonde's nephew was Meir, was killed as a child. His name was never remembered. And here we are naming our son Meir after this member of their family who was forgotten, who was not forgotten now.
So looking at our extended family tree, which I'm grateful to my cousin Jackie for spending hours going through the archives at Yad Vashem. They were only recently discovered a couple months ago. And, you know, it brings home, like Josh said, how everyone was killed. And there's some people that will never be named after. There simply aren't enough children. There aren't enough names, and we feel privileged that we're able to at least, you know, name Meir after one of them. Each week when I light Shabbat candles, I, along with many women and others around the world, we say V'zakini, V'zakinu, V'zakini l'gadel banim uvnei banim chachamim u'nivonim, right? That we should raise children or sons. I guess we're doing the sons thing, it seems, who are smart, Olavei Hashem, Elohim, God-fearing, lovers of God, Anshe Emet, people who are trustworthy and cling to God. And of course, the second half of the song, which is what's been stuck in my head since we've been thinking about this name for a long time now, is it's true that's what we want our sons to be and our children to be, but it's mission driven. They have a task. They have something they need to do, and that is Meirim et ha'olam, Torah u'ma'asim tovim u'b'chol malachei avodat habori, that they're meant to Meirim et ha'olam, to light up to light up the world, to bring their light to the world, specifically through Torah and good deeds and working together to do God's work.
I just want to note that Penny was also extremely helpful in this whole process of looking into it, so thank you.
Yes, thank you. And okay. Wow. Oh my God. Okay.
This is a picture.
Thank you.
This was not planned. This is a picture of Shlomo Blonde and Penina Blonde.
Yeah. So
This
Meir
is the uncle of
nephew.
Meir. This is his nephew.
Yeah. So to conclude, your fellow Meir, we put our hopes in you to help heal the world around you, whether it's spiritually or physically or emotionally, and to find your place to help heal. But also with the recognition that this healing, it comes from God, but together, Rafael Meir, we hope that he brings that light and that he's able, try on the last sentence, that he's able to partner with God in order to bring the light into the world. So thank you everyone for coming. And yeah, we can't wait for everyone here to meet Rafael in person.
Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Beautiful.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Beautiful name. Beautiful.
Yeah, we'll leave the Zoom on for a little bit longer, but yeah, we're officially done here. You can watch people eating bagels if you want.
Mazel tov.
You can unmute yourselves if you want to talk.
Anyways, thank you everyone for coming. Nice seeing all your names and faces.
All right.
Mazel tov.
Alvin, Mazel tov, Esther.
Mazel tov, Marco and Josh.
Mazel tov, Esther and Alden.
Yeah. Mom and Dad, you want to say hi to anyone? You're welcome to. Oh, thank you so much.
He was here, but probably their son.
Oh, look at the baby.
Thank you.
Really? Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Look great.
Mazel tov. So nice to see you all. So wonderful to see you all. Should be by Simchas, always Simchas. Always. You should bring lots of nachas Klal Yisrael. I'm sure you will. Amen, amen, amen.
Mazel tov, mazel tov. Peter, I'm going to send you
anyone, but with a wholehearted. You look beautiful, Esther. Thank you. You look beautiful.
really beautiful. She's out there focused on somebody else.
Simchas for all of us, really. Thank you all for joining.
Hey, the baby. I muted
Yes.
on there.
No,
Esther, ladies and Peter over here.
everyone's welcome to say your
Margot, story. Esther.
Yes, you can. First, you want to say
So much numbers.
Where's Yoshi? You want to say hi?
Yoshi. Hi,
Hi, big brother.
Hi,
Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi wants chocolate. Oh, look. Do you see Uncle Simeon and Tafira? I don't see
Hi, Yoshi. I say hi to Yoshi.
Hi, Yoshi.
The oldest one, Yoshi.
So nice.
Mazel tov, Josh. Mazel tov from Lansing and Peter.
Thank you so much.
Hi, mazel tov, mazel tov.
Thank you.
Love and kisses.
Oh.
What a story. What a story.
I know, right? I know.
What a story.
Oh, I see Jackie.
You are
very helpful.
Hashem gives you, Hashem gives you opportunities from Yoshi. I mean, just like amazing. It's a bracha and another bracha, and Mi'at Hashem, you should be blessed with everything good and help a lot of healing from the EMT thing also.
Thank you.
Amazing. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you, everyone. Wait, I'm like overwhelmed by how many people are on this thing. It's really nice to see. Thank you. I want to like thank everyone.
Beautiful story.
Thank you, guys.
Beautiful naming.
Okay.
People like to ask what we're going to call him. So I don't know. Rafael. We're going to go with Rafael. People want to call him Rafi because it rhymes with Yoshi. That's fine with us. Want to call him Robot because it's like Rafi Botwinick. It's fine with us. Everyone.
I like that.
We're going to go with Rafael, though, for now.
And now you have chocolates.
What about Rafoaz?
Sure. Rhymes with Boaz.
He doesn't know what they're going to call him.
What's his name? How do you spell his name?
Hi, Simon and Adira.
If you want me to spell it,
Trying to find your
spell it.
name.
I'll write it in English. This is how we're spelling it. As few letters as
my
possible.
name.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Yeah.
Spitting up on
Gosh, Adine said Rafael. It rhymes with Yisrael, like Gideon and his middle name.
That's right. That's right. That's why we did it.
Meir, backwards. Oh, read from right to left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like
See how
this.
Yeah, from him.
Oh, I wrote it backwards. I'm new at this, all right?
Yeah.
Write it in English also, Josh.
I did. I wrote it in English just now.
You did? Okay.
I wrote it backwards
I see.
before.
Okay.
Are we on?
I don't know.
It's okay. Baby.
We can't hear him.
No, I didn't clean that out.
Baby.
Guys, Adina and Hadar, did you see what happened? You guys were watching the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice keeper, Jean. Very cool.
Guys, did you tell? What did we have to celebrate?
Oh yeah, what did we have? Special treat.
Cookie.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Do you think Rafael would want to have a cookie? Do you think he'd want to partake in the simcha?
Should we save the last cookie for a file? For when he's older?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put it in the freezer.
Might be a while. Put it in a strong freezer.
We'll save the last one.
Yeah, I want this one.
Hey, look, just like him.
No, it's for Rafael.
How'd you do
We'll
that?
bring it to his 2-year-old birthday.
Bar mitzvah. Bring it to his bar mitzvah.
There you go.
Sounds good. Sammy, is Ephraim awake yet?
Great question.
What? We lost him? All right.
I'll plead the fifth.
Fine.
Oh. All right.
Ron, Maddie, thanks for bringing Gideon to the occasion.
Oh.
No, I'm listing our apartment in Jerusalem. It's, I
bad.
don't try to give it to the
Thank you for
current
joining.
people. They were
Thank you for
students, but
joining.
anyway, it did work out, and it's horrible. It's always
What I see here.
horrible to rent it out. You always lose a month or two.
Oh, and Bertha, thank you for joining. Wow.
And we went to your guy, and you know, I don't mind using the real estate.
Here we go.
Gosh, I'm going back to work.
Okay.
Mazel
Thank you
tov,
so
buddy.
much. Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. Wait, Yoshi wants to say bye to you.
Wish you there.
Okay, great.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yoshi, you're
Hi,
dressed so
Yoshi.
nice.
Yoshi, you look like your
Very-
Appa.
Yeah, very fancy.
Say mazel tov to Yoshi. He now has 2 kids under him. Oh, a gene like you. 2 other siblings.
All right. I know you all care about me a lot, but over here we have. Oh, he just started crying. He wasn't crying.
Yeah, the break.
We'll show this part. All right. Never mind. We'll go back when better times. It's fine. It's fine.
Pay no attention to the baby.
Exactly. We're just gonna close the door over here. Really fine.
Josh, go eat. Go eat, Josh.
Thanks, Mom. That's my mom, everyone. That's why we do this over Zoom, so that you can.
Hi, Mazel tov, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks, Dad.
Saba. Say bye to Saba.
Gosh, Mazel tov.
Thank you. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, for joining.
Now go get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'll make my way over there. Just so everyone knows, we had individually packaged bagel sandwiches so that we could fulfill the mitzvah of having bagels, but also no one has to touch anyone else's bagels. And individually
got mine in the mail yet.
salads and individually packaged quiches. Don't worry.
Wow. Very impressive.
Mine hasn't come in the mail, Josh.
It's gonna take a while.
All right.
You know how long it took my stimulus check to make it here?
You know, your
That's
legs
right,
are
if
in
you
his
stick
face,
your legs
so
in his face.
it's kind of two-way street here. Yes. Yeah, but your legs are
All right, the baby's happy again. We'll try this again.
Yeah. What? He's the smallest baby you've ever
So,
had.
do you know how old he is?
He's so cute.
How many days old is he?
התפקיד שלו זה גם...
Yoshi, it's the baby.
Okay.
You guys.
Sorry, huh?
Hi, everyone.
Oh. All right, Yoshi's helping over here.
Wow, what a helper.
Azira, he just imitated you.
Oh, did he? Hi, Yoshi. Are you such a big boy helper?
Yoshi, who do you see in here?
I don't see anyone.
Oh, wow, okay.
We see you.
Wow.
Hey, I see Gideon. Bobo!
Wow. Look at that fancy guy.
Wow.
That outfit is amazing.
Oh my
Spot
gosh.
on.
Lost him.
Full-time matches.
He's in his own world,
Yeah.
doing his thing.
It's summer in Israel too right now.
You say hi, Uncle Josh?
What?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm going to leave the computer here, all right? You guys are welcome to stay on for as long as you want. Really appreciate you joining. This is fun.
Bye. Have fun.
Mazel tov.
Love you all.
Welcome to being outnumbered.
Whatever you want.
Look, Timmy. Hi, Sammy.
Got a haircut too.
Hi, Botwinick.
Wait.
Hi, Hadar. Hi, Adine.
I have their feet.
What are you going with?
Thanks for my video, Adine and Hadar. Love that. Hi.
You know what? This table's not so strong. Okay. No, it's not because you're so big. Okay. Say goodbye, everyone. Say mazel tov.
Bye, everyone. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Nana and Papa.
Toda brava.
Jonathan Moore.
Yeah, he's been.
How are you? Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
You know what? I'm going to call you right now. Can I call you and wish you mazel tov more? Okay.
Why would you call him?
Okay.
All right, people. Whoever can guess with the mask, it might be hard. This is Isabel Vanich, our French cousins from Renana.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Isabel. Hi.
She was at Boaz's Bris.
Oh.
You're the family representative from our side of the family. Always.
I'm so happy to be there.
Thank you.
Hope to see you soon. Hi, Ellen.
Hi.
How are you?
It's Isabel. You see, it's Isabel?
Isabel, yes.
I'm so happy to see you.
What she said?
She says mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, there's other people on.
You get the mazel tov.
Remember the Bris also when we were in Givat Shmuel.
Oh yeah.
Noah and,
Yeah, Noah and Maddie.
Oh yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Isabel, how are your kids doing? The new married couple, how are they doing?
They're fine.
Good.
I've seen them last Shabbos. They're fine.
Okay, good.
During Corona.
The mole just wants to tell us some stuff together.
Okay.
Okay.
International League of Nations here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you guys recycle? Actually, not big events like this.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, us too. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa.
Hi there, everybody.
Hi.
Grandpa.
You want to see Grandpa?
Bye.
Come see Grandpa.
Hey, Sammy.
Hi.
Good job, Sammy.
My baby is the best.
She also had an evening meal.
Okay.
She didn't hear when they said
Bris was in the evening. It was late afternoon. So just put this one.
No, I like your haircut.
Oh, thank you. Mom gave it to me.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
How's it going, Sam?
Good. Working hard, but happy to be working from home and not
in the office, so it's all good.
Okay. We haven't seen you for a while.
I know, it's sad.
It is.
It's really sad.
Okay.
It's nice to see you on Zoom, though.
Buddy.
See Papa?
Hi, Gideon.
Your name? You see Papa? What's your name, Papa? No, he's not in the mood.
He's concentrating.
Yeah.
You say hi?
Okay.
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 Now.
Okay, bye, everybody. Great to see you.
Bye, everyone.
Yes. So nice. Your mother too. Where did she beat you?
I'm still getting the sound from him.
Manya לא הייתה... I heard the whole story, how they were saved. Shlomo wrote it in English. I'll give you... I can't hear it. With the whole story, how to use the kids. It's not true that the kids went to the and they were killed. It was the kids the running, they escaped yesterday. So they lost the first child.
שמעת? המגירות התחלת ליד המיטה של הלב. תודה. הצלנו את זה בשנייה.
הוא בכלל לא הרגיש. הוא בכלל לא מרגיש.
אם אתה לא רואים. שלוש פעמים ביום, 7:30. כן, נכון. אתם פותחים משהו? נכון מאוד. אתם תראו עוד מעט, הביתה. אין לי מה להגיע. אני לא צריכה, אני לא מחפש. אני קולטתי כזה בבית, רק בשבילה לראות את השכנים וחבר, חלק מהקהילה. לא רוצים שיבואו ויגידו כולם מוזכרים ביחד לתת את הזמן סוגרים את המקום. אני יודע שגם אנחנו התלבטנו וצריך לא מגישים את זה, אבל גם חשבנו שונה כי זה כבר רצינו. כשהם גורמים את המעניין. הם הולכים לא יותר נדרקים אצלכם ליצרה. לא משפחת. הדברים שהם רואים נדירות ארבע בנות שהם גומי. אז הם יושבות ארבע כיסות, יושבות אחד כיסות שמסתגרים, הכל 2 מטר. יושבות אחד כיסות שתי כנסת שכל היה רשומה, אז היו ביחד. And they have to get from around,